Hey, what's up guys, it's Rock11 here, and today I'm doing a video on how to have auto-tune on PS4. It works on PS3, I'm not sure about Xbox 360 or Xbox One, but it also works on PC. We're just gonna, for this demonstration, use the PS4. So on your PS4, the only way to do it is to buy a mixer. The links for everything that I'm talking about in this video will be in the description. But this mixer, if you buy it on Amazon, is $50, and it basically takes USB and takes any audio from a audio source, and it converts it into USB, which goes into your console as a USB device. That's the simplest way to say it. Now, I have another video on how to have a voice changer on PS4. It uses the same mixer. If you want to know more about how the mixer works and certain aspects of that, go watch that video, and I go into full depth on how to use the mixer, how it works and stuff, but I'm just going to simplify it for time. In this video, basically plug the USB from the mixer in your console, then you're going to take, in the description I've posted, it is a 6.35 millimeter jack converter to a 3.5 millimeter. That just goes in your channel 1. You're going to plug it in, and then plug in a 3.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter over to your phone or your computer. And I will explain more about the phone in a second. There is a way to do auto tune with your phone. It doesn't work well, but it is a very cheaper, well, not cheaper way, but if you only have a phone, you can use that, but a computer is way better for you doing auto tune. So the first setup, I will be showing how to do it completely through on the PC. Then I will go and show you how to do it on the phone. So for the PC setup, you're going to take the headphone jack, and you're going to have it going into your channel 1. If you buy the same one as me, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. If you watch the other video, you won't be as confused. And then it just goes in the other into the back of your computer. And in PlayStation, the only thing you have to do is go into your settings. You go to devices, audio devices, then you're going to go to input devices, and just select this. This is your input device for the mixer. Then you're going to go to output devices, and it has to be TV and amp. It will go out your TV. This is where you're going to hear, obviously, your players, like the people in game. It will either go out of your TV or amp. I personally have an Astro mix amp, and I have a optical cable coming out of my PlayStation that goes into the Astro mix amp, and then the Astro mix amp has all my sounds from the game, the players, that gets converted through the mix amp and goes into my headphones. And that's the way I do it, but you obviously could use any other headset with just an amplifier, or even if your TV had a headphone jack on the side of it, a lot of TVs have an output, you could probably use that. But that's how you do it. Also, you want to use switch output devices automatically. You want to turn that off so it automatically goes to TV and amp, because otherwise it will just select USB headset, USB headset. You don't want that. You won't be able to hear the players. So now that we're done with everything on the PlayStation for now, let's head over to the PC and start getting things set up so we can hear ourselves on the PlayStation. First thing you're going to want to do when you get onto your computer is you're going to want to go over to your control panel, and if you can't get to your control panel, you can go to the search and you can type in control panel. All you have to do is basically hit C, and C will pull up control panel. You're going to click control panel. You're going to go into sounds. Then from sounds, you're going to see Realtek HD audio manager. If you don't have this, I don't really know what to say for you. This is how it makes it possible for me. You're going to click this. Mine looks a little bit different. It's skinned because of my motherboard. You're going to go into settings, options, and in the options, there's going to be two things you want to check. First of all, playback devices. You can say make front and rear output. Okay, this will be the default, but you're going to choose make front and rear outputs play two different audio streams simultaneously. Then you're also going to hit recording devices, separate all jacks into individual input devices. Why can I not speak today? That way, for me at least, I have, this is my panel, so I have my front and my rear. My rear, this is my speakers out, and if I click it, that is, I have front speakers out, but that's just my speakers out. And so that's my first thing, my speakers. And then the front of it, I have set as my headphone, my HD audio, and I have that set as my headphones. And so I have my speakers, which is my out, and my headphones, which is my second out. This will, I'll show you what this means later. But for now, you're going to click HD audio too, and then just raise the volume to 100%. That helps. And then speakers, you can have at whatever percent you like. We'll close out of that. And the next step that you're going to do is you're going to download Voicemeeter. Now, I have everything here. Voicemeeter. Now, I could walk you through on how to install Voicemeeter, but I'm not, for the sheer fact that I already have it on my computer, and there's no way. I don't want to uninstall it and reinstall it because I have a personal settings on right now. But you're gonna go down and you're gonna want Voicemeeter Banana. So you're gonna click Banana. This is just the more advanced version. It has a lot more options, which is what we need. And so we're going to go here, and you can install the exe file and run that. Now, once you have it installed, I do, drag it over here. Now, this is my current audio setup that I'm running right now, what you're hearing me through. So if I muted this, you wouldn't be able to hear me. So what I have personally right here is the reason we have to have Voicemeeter is because there's an input right here. So we need the Voicemeeter aux. This is our input. So your output, hardware output, is what we're going to do next. Okay. So A1 I personally have as my speakers. So if I want to hear myself, I can just unmute this and hear it. But A2, that is my Realtek HD audio second output. And so basically I'm taking any audio that I'm choosing from this little mixer, and I'm sending it out the back or the front of my PC through the 3.5mm cable, and that's all going into the mixer, which the mixer is sending through USB to my PlayStation, and that's how it's going to get the audio. So I know that's A2. So this is my Voicemeeter aux, which is what we're going to connect the auto-tune to later. And so I'm going to select A2, and so it's select. So when I turn the auto-tune on, A2 will be hearing the auto-tune. Now, I like mono for the PlayStation mic because there's no point in having stereo because the mic only has one, it's not stereo. And so sometimes if you play stereo stuff like from your stereo mix, like your computer, it can mess with it. So I would just hit mono personally, but you don't have to do that. And so once you've done all of that on your PC, when you go back over into PlayStation, everything should be going into your PlayStation and you should be able to hear it as your mic. The next step is you're going to have to download the T-Pain engine. I personally, this is the people who make the program, and I've been through their website it says right here that the effect costs $99, but I cannot find where to buy the effect anywhere on their website, and I've really searched hard, but I cannot find where they have it to buy it. And it does say that it has been discontinued. So if you want to download it, which I personally couldn't find any place to legitimately download it, you're gonna have to go to this video that I found on the internet where a guy has it. You don't have to watch his video, but I would give him support. He did, this is his video, and this is where I found how to download it. But if you can just go to the link provided and download it. I already have it, but I'll re-download it. Doesn't have any viruses. I put on my own computer and stuff, so. Now, opened. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this file right here, and I'm going to go to my desktop. Drag the file onto your desktop. Go out of WinRAR. You have to have WinRAR for this. Now here's the file. Now this is the virtual cable. This is what he wanted you to install, but I don't like the virtual cable. It has never worked right for me. That's why I have you install Voicemeeter, because it is a way better software. I already have this installed, but I will go as far as to show you how to do it because it is a little bit complicated. This is the application right here. You're going to hit this and it will set up the application. It's pretty straightforward. Just, you know, go through it, install it, and then you can go to here, the assigning. You're going to click this, and then you're going to go to the T-Paint engine, and this is your application. So what you're going to do is when you install it, which I already have it installed, so you go to, here's the T-Paint engine right here. You're going to go to your properties on it, and I just went, it's in my bar, but if you see, if the T-Paint was on your home page, for instance, so we'll just, I don't know if I can put that on my home page. I don't think I can. Okay. Well, you could just right click on it, properties. Open file location is what you're going to do. And this is your file location. You're going to take this existing file right here that is in the folder, and you're going to drag it in to this, and gonna want you to replace the file destination. I am going to cancel that because I already have done it, but that is how you do it, and that just makes it so the program runs without saying, hey, you don't have a license for it, even though they don't even make the product anymore, so you can't get it. Then you can just delete all that once you're done with it, and once you have the T-Paint software, you can open it up, and this is, and you're just going to go to vocals, and then from vocals you can hit record, and that should have automatically done it for me, but I'm pretty sure we have to go to preferences first. Yes, so we're gonna go to preferences. Let me just really quick bring this up for you. Oh, I have that muted still. Perfect. Okay, because I don't want you to hear a repeat of me. So I like the driver type, the MME. Output device, I'm going to go Voicemeeter aux input. That's the one that we had. Then my input device, I'm just having my USB microphone on my computer, which is the blue snowball. But you could do anything, any USB mic, or if you had just any mic connected to your computer. The buffer size, I like this buffer size. It's not too long where it's like when you're doing it, the person can't have, like when someone reacts, you can't react back with it saying it fast enough, but it doesn't sound bad. So I would just keep the settings exactly how I have it, and then I would hit OK. Now you're going to go to, every time you load this, you'll go to vocals. So I just do vocals 1. Then this is your track. So your vocals 1, you want it to be raised up at about 0. So just around there. You can mute it if you wanted, but I'll just keep it like that. Now you're going to hit record. And when you record, that's going to start doing your voice and hearing you. And it will automatically just send it to the output when you hit record. Now, if you go to the effects, I put mine for the vocals on hard, and I chose this key just by testing out my voice with the keys to see which one sounds the best. But you can go and try and see what sounds the best for you. It's kind of depends on your voice. But I'll give you a little sample real quick of it. So I'll just go to my Voicemeeter and up so you can. I can do this. Okay. That works. Okay. So I'm going to mute my mic. And now I'm talking through auto-tune. I'm just talking normally right now, so this is what it would sound like with me talking normally. And then if I were to do a little bit of a harmonize, like I were to sing a little bit, this is what it's going to sound like. Hey, my name is DirtRock11, and I make the best tutorials on YouTube that show you crazy things that no one else shows you. Enjoy this auto-tune. And that was the auto-tune. So now I'm going to mute this. Now I'm back on my regular mic. So you can see how simple that is, that I can just put the auto-tune on, take it off, and it's just here. Now you don't have to unhit record, you can just exit out of this program once you're done with it. It's a pretty simple program. It's a really great it's a great program, but I think it sucks that they don't make it anymore. Their newest program that they sell is this one, the vocal synth, which is like $200, and it's very complicated, and I don't think I could figure it out personally, and so that's why I'm not showing you how to use that. The T-Pain is a really easy program to use. That's why it's very popular, and it gives a pretty good effect. Now, if you want to record your voice, for instance, you're running an Elgato and you want to record your voice, you can have your microphone right here in the input, and B1 and B2 are your virtual outputs on Voicemeeter. And so right here I have B1 is what you're listening to me from right now. So I have B1 going to my mic, my computer audio, have it going through everything. So you should be able to hear B1, which is that. Now that would just be your input. And when you're going on Voicemeeter and changing your inputs that the people in game can hear you, that's the same stuff that your video could hear you. So all you want to do is have your Voicemeeter as your new output for your mic on Elgato or whatever you use, OBS. I'm using OBS right now and it's working perfectly. So now I'm going to head over to the phone and show you a program that you can use on your phone to use with the mixer that is a little bit easier to use for people that don't have a computer. Okay, so now that you're on your phone, you're going to go to the Play Store, and this is a voice changer on the Play Store that I think is one of the best, because this has a live feature just like the T-Pain. And so I have already downloaded it. I have there's some of the stuff you have to buy with this, so it's not all the way free. Some of them come free, but you have to buy some of them. I have bought them a long time ago because I didn't know about T-Pain and I wanted this, and so I bought them. And once you have that installed, you're going to go to the app, and there's quite a few things like voice changers and stuff that you want to use. I don't know how many of these are not that you have to purchase, because I haven't I purchased this a long time ago, so I don't know, but the singing robot's the one you want. So if you have to purchase that, really sucks. And you're gonna go in here and hit singing robot. I like to change mine to up above here, and this is modification is this way. So I put mine almost to the bottom. I don't like it to be modified that much, because this makes it really distorted sounding if you modify it too much. And then this, I like to have my pitch go a little higher on mine because I have a deeper voice. And so I'm going to go on here, and then I'm going to hit the headphones, which will instantly have it where it repeats it. I'm going to hit OK. And I'm recording this after, but I could never get it to actually work where I could record myself playing with the app. For some reason, it doesn't let me record it, and so it does work when you just plug in the 3.5mm headphone jack into it, and it sends the signal of the output to the mixer. It does work, but I couldn't demonstrate it on video for you, so sorry. But that is how you would do it. So you can try it for yourself. Tell me what you think about these apps and stuff. I don't like the apps, they don't work that well. And please leave feedback. If you like my tutorial, please give it a like. Subscribe if you're new around here. I do a lot of cool different videos that people don't make, like how to have a voice changer. No one really has a tutorial right here that really works, and I do. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been Darok11 here, and as always, peace.
Jack Remix.